Hi, and welcome to Tekken, Beginner Series Episode 4. And today's episode is going to be the last one. And we're going to talk about practice mode and how to set it up properly. I'm not going to go in depth about it, but I'm just going to go through the options and make sure that you set up everything correctly. So if it goes too fast, you can always pause the video and just look what each option is supposed to be.
Get ready for the next battle.
So you press start, and in practice settings, it automatically should be on offense. The first option you should have is standing. The option below it should be block all. Action change condition. This is currently set on one or more hits or block. This you just ignore, and then ground technique, you pick side ukemi right. It's important that you pick right and not left. I'm not going to explain why, but just please make sure that you do. And try to have it afterwards on default at on right. And then you're going to only select left when you want to quickly check specific options. And the wake up option here, you can have it on stand up, but it can also be wake up backwards. But I suggest stand up. So as you can see, standing, block all, one or more hits on block, side ukemi right, and stand up. This makes it so that after they get hit, they immediately try to block anything afterwards. So here you see my left punch, right punch combo, 1-2. It registers as a combo, but if I press 1-2 into the right kick, 1-2-4, you see that the last hit gets blocked. If I don't have it set up to block all here, and instead just have it on standing, then the entire thing will connect. And this can make it so that when you're a beginner, that you believe that the entire thing should, as long as the first jab connects, the entire string should connect. And that's not the case. So this is why it's really important to have it standing, and then the next one to block all. That makes sure that all the options that aren't guaranteed on hit, as we call it, that the dummy actually tries to block it. So there you can see the last high there, and this mid, both of them, the fourth attack gets blocked. Another setting that I prefer is on the display settings, is that I prefer that you have, you might think that it's gonna be too cluttered up for you, and you might not like it, but I still recommend that you have it as I do. So command history, that you have it, the display on, the HUD on, health info displayed, player attack info display. You see, I want them to show everything. So the thing that we see here, the command history, you can see it in the left there. You see like 400. Now it's a back arrow, right? So this shows what inputs you actually are doing. So when you are in practice mode and you might be doing something incorrectly, you can quickly look at your own command history to see, oh, I was supposed to press down forward and left jab, or down forward 1, but I accidentally got down 1. The health info is something that they quite recently added, but I suggest that you have it. But the player attack info, opponent attack info, and the frame info that we can have here, that's actually really important. So this is something that is a bit above your pay grade as a beginner, but eventually you are gonna understand specific stuff that they explain to you by showing you the stats of specific moves. But that's why I want you to have it, even though it might feel like the screen is cluttered, that you have it on, because it will help you eventually as you progress. And also, don't be afraid to spend a lot of time in practice mode, just playing around, because in the beginning, it's way better that you that you start off by familiarizing yourself with practice mode instead of thinking that it's the boring mode, because regardless of who you are in your journey, eventually you're gonna need to come back to practice mode to check up stuff. So if you have familiarized yourself with it in the beginning, it might not feel as much as going back to the school bench. So a lot of players, they do everything in their power to try to avoid practice mode, but they do know deep inside that they need to spend time here as well, because a lot of the stuff that you need to learn, you're gonna actually learn in this mode, in practice mode. So in the beginning, make sure that practice mode becomes your friend, because it's gonna save you a lot of time in the end. So yeah, if you didn't catch up with the practice settings, you can always pause the video and try to put on as much as possible on the display settings, even though you might feel that it looks cluttered, but the info that they give you is really valuable. So this will be the last video of the beginner series, and I hope that you make sure that practice mode becomes your friend. Take care everyone, thanks for watching.